Hey guys, Megan Lorson here. I hope you guys enjoy this little chit chat, get ready with me video. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about my house, how we built it, and just a little bit about social media and a little bit of everything. But if you guys stay till the end of the video, I'm going to share all the makeup products that I use through the video. So if you guys want to know the makeup products, be sure to stick around to the end, or you can skip right to the end to see what I used today on my face. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. It's the first day of the week, and my husband and I just moved into our house finally this weekend. So this was our third night last night, spending the night. So pretty exciting, but very busy, a lot of work. But I just figured I would come on here and make a video and just kind of chat with you guys while I'm getting ready and just kind of tell you, give you a life update of what's going on and a little bit about everything and a little bit about social media and videos and things like that. So first of all, this is what I look like in the morning. I'm so tired, but I'm just gonna ignore that because who isn't tired, right? So I'm using the NARS concealer on my eyebrows. And ignore my nails, you guys, because those are gone too, but this is just real life, y'all, so welcome to real life. And I've already used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade on my eyebrows. So now I'm just going under with the NARS concealer and lining them to just define them. And also the concealer acts as a primer for my eyeshadow. So when I put my eyeshadow on, it's going to be nice and vibrant and it's going to stay all day. So, like I said earlier, we just moved into our house and I'm actually in my walk-in closet now. This is my walk-in closet. This is where I put my vanity for now. So I have my little makeup area set up, and I will be giving you guys, I'll do a tour of the house when it's together, not now. It's coming together pretty quickly, but there's still a lot I have to get. I still have to get couches. I have not gotten couches yet just because it's just been a lot of stuff we've had to move in and just craziness. So I wanted to wait until we moved in to kind of see. I know what couches I want. I know what I want, but then I was just wanting to see what it looked like in here with everything else. That way I could, be 110% sure. And we don't have a washer and dryer set. We've literally been so busy. We haven't even been able to look for a washer and dryer. But we are picking a setup today. We're going to get some today because I'm I have to have a washer and dryer ASAP. So I do not want my laundry to start piling up and getting to me. Minnie, what are you barking at? Hey. Minnie loves the new house, you guys. And if you guys don't know who Minnie is and you haven't met her yet, she's my little white, fluffy Maltese puppy. She is literally loving the house ever since I've been bringing her down here as we were almost finished building. That way she could kind of get used to it, and that way it's not total shock. And oh my gosh, she just runs around everywhere and she just loves it. So yay for her. She's just in heaven. Well, actually I am too. I'm so glad to finally be in her house. It's just been a long time coming. So I will probably do another video more on all questions about house building and the process and everything about that later. I'm gonna try to get my hubby to do it with me. Fingers crossed. We'll see if he'll do it. I don't know. He's okay with the idea, but when it actually comes down to it, we'll see. But anyways, it's been about 2 years, so it doesn't normally take 2 years to build a house, but it did for us just because, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I really believe that. So there's a reason why we had to wait so long, but we bought some land for my parents. We bought 1.5 acres from them. And a lot of people might be like, why didn't they just gift it to you or whatever, but I've never ever been one to expect anything from anyone, even my parents. And one thing they taught me when I was growing up is responsibility, and I had to buy my own stuff. Growing up, I bought my own car with a paid cash for my first car, and I literally paid for my own cell phone bill. And you know, that's great if your parents can pay for that. But honestly, I look back and I'm so grateful. I mean, my parents helped me, don't get me wrong. They weren't like, okay, you're on your own, you have to pay for everything. I mean, they still paid for a lot of my stuff, but I paid for, you know, when I had a job, I was in charge of paying like my car insurance, my phone bill, you know, to put gas in my car, all of that stuff. So I'm very grateful for that because it has taught me a lot, and it just taught me responsibility and how to pay for my own things. And you know, when I got married, I wasn't in total shock, like, oh my gosh, I have all these bills and I don't know what to do. Like, I was somewhat prepared for that, you know, because my parents made me do that. So anyways, we bought an acre and a half for my parents, and that was probably the first and number one thing that slowed us down, because the bank got all the paperwork done. Or it wasn't really the bank, it was like our deed of trust through the county. They had to like put the land in our name. So they did something wrong on it. I think it was they put that the land was gifted to us instead of that we purchased it. So somebody just assumed that it was gifted. Anyways, so that threw off the paperwork, and they had to go back, redo the paperwork, and that took months. Like, why does it have to take months? I don't know. It did. So that put us really behind. And then I live in Virginia, so we got so much rain this summer, it was insane. So that slowed us down a ton because we were in the beginning stages of building. So it was lots of mud. We couldn't get big trucks and tractors and things down here to do what we needed to do. So that delayed us and put us behind by months. So we were supposed to have our house finished last Christmas. Fast forward a year later, and we are finally done a year later than what I thought. But I learned a lot through the whole process. I am the type of person that is a planner. Like, I have to plan everything out and know, like, what's gonna happen, what steps are we gonna have to do to get here. So I mean, I did my research for probably a good year before we started building, about building houses. Like, how much money is it gonna cost, what style house do we want, you know, what style house is gonna cost more money, this and that, and just the different options there are, the fixtures, the flooring. I mean, there's so many different things. And building a house is one of those things I feel like you can plan. Like, I had notebooks, you guys, full of what I wanted in each room. My dad builds houses, so he actually built our house. Of course, he helped us out a lot, and he, you know, cut us some breaks here and there. But ultimately, that's what my dad does for a living, so we paid him to build it also. So I had one person say to me, oh, your dad built it. Is he building it for free? I'm like, are you kidding me? A whole entire house for free? I don't think so. No. He has to buy building materials, and ultimately that's what he does for a living. So just because he's my dad, I'm not going to not pay him. You know what I mean? And like I said, he did cut us a lot of deals. My dad helped us so much. Both of my parents did, and my husband's parents helped us so much. And actually, my husband's dad is in construction also. So that worked out really well for us. And my husband and I feel so grateful, and we feel so blessed, you guys, because if we wouldn't have had the help from our families and friends and things like that, like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Like, it would have been so much more hard. Is that how you say it? So much more hard. Yeah. So we're so grateful for them and all their help. So let's see, where was I? I was telling you guys. So anyways, I planned out everything, and a house is one of those things that you can plan as much as you want to, but you're always going to run into unexpected things. So if there's one thing of advice I would say to anybody is save your money, because it always takes more than you think it's going to take. So my husband and I saved up like a ton of money before we built our house because we wanted to have a nice down payment. So we paid for our land in cash. We had our well drilled because that's how we get our water, through a well. So we paid for the well in cash. We also paid for the foundation in cash. So that was kind of our down payment for building the house. But as we started building, there were certain things that we needed. Like we needed a concrete retaining wall because of the garage, and there was like a drop off, and you can't, you know, park your cars up there if you don't have a retaining wall. So we had to add that on. And then of course there's always things that come up that you decide that you would like to add on. So one of the things that we added onto the house that we didn't even like realize we could add on was a shed, which we're both so glad that we did that now. But underneath our garage was going to be like a big empty room, and we're like, oh my gosh, that's going to be like wasted space. So we decided to open the underneath of the garage, so you go to the back of the house and it's like a little shed, which works out good because, you know, my husband can keep his like four-wheeler and lawnmower in there, and it'll be nice because it's not just sitting in the yard. But we had to like get a ton of like cinder block, make a wall, which my husband and his dad did that, and whatever else we had to do in there, pour concrete floor. So we did all that. So that was added expense. And then of course there's just other things that come up, little things here and there, and every little bit starts to add up. But it is very nice when it is all done, which we're almost done. We're closing this week. So I'm so excited about that because then it's just done with. We can live in our house in peace and not have to think about anything. So anyways, if you guys want me to go into more detail, you guys leave me some questions below, or you guys can find me on Instagram at Megan.Lorson. It's Lorson is the last name. So you guys can find me on there. If you want to DM me some questions, I will be happy to answer anything. I am an open book. I have nothing to hide. Literally, you guys can ask me anything. So shoot me some questions and I'll try to answer all of them in the next video because I want to go into detail about the house and just everything and give you guys a tour when it's put together, of course. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about video. So yes, I'm really tired. This is our third night in our house last night, and we have been up so late, like just, it's like the adrenaline of an excitement of being in your house, your first house ever that you just built, your dream house. And it's like, you're so excited you could just keep going all day. So I've literally been waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go all day until about like 11 o'clock midnight. And it's like, you don't even feel it until you lay down because you're just so like, okay, let's keep unpacking. Okay, let's keep decorating. Let's keep moving. And my dog is literally curled up on the floor on my dresses that are like hanging on the floor. She's just curled up in a little ball. Minnie. So anyways, so it's like I could just keep going and going and going just from the excitement. But on a side note, you know, the past 3 days I haven't posted on Instagram, and you guys, a lot of you guys know, like I'm very on top of my social media game, or at least I try to be. I'm not the best by any means, but I try, and I really try to stay on top of it. Like I am constantly producing video, content, pictures, trying to put out really good captions that are educational, inspirational, encouraging, all of those things. And so, you know, I woke up this morning, Monday morning, it's our third night, and I was just thinking, okay, I need to get back on the video train. I can't forget that. I don't want to go too long without posting anything or making a video. So I just thought, you know what, I'll film this morning while I'm getting ready and just kind of talk to you guys a little bit about it. So I'm telling you guys to tell you that, you know, it's not easy making videos. Like it takes a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of thought, and I'm very passionate about it, so that helps. But I don't always feel like making a video or coming, you know, posting or anything, but I know I have to. And I mean, I do love it. bottom line, I do love it. So that helps. But you have to go beyond that and think, what is the purpose? What are my future goals? And I have to think ahead and think about that. And that's what keeps me going, to make more and do more. And honestly, you guys keep me going, because I get so many messages and questions and just amazing comments from you guys saying like how inspirational some of my posts are and how encouraging they are. And I love hearing that, because I love knowing that these videos aren't just videos to make videos. And my light just died. That's wonderful. But it's real life again. So whatever, I'm just going to keep going. So I love hearing that from you guys, because I remember just even like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was like in a place where I was going 20 million different directions. I didn't know, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I wanted to be. I just felt like I needed to be here and there. And I was like working myself up so much, because I was like, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, but you guys probably understand. Like, I was like, I need to post, and I need to be a hairstylist, and I need to do this. I'm a salon owner. And it was kind of one of those things where, do I want to be a salon owner? Do I want to do this? I don't even know. And all of those things combined started to really weigh on me. And I couldn't even be the person that I needed to be for anybody, because I was just so overwhelmed and anxious and didn't know, you know, what I wanted to do. But I say that to say all that, because back to posting video, it's not always easy, but you just have to do it. So this morning I was like, I'm gonna get ready anyways. So I'm just gonna make a video with you guys. I'm gonna post it on YouTube later. I might share some of it on Instagram. And there goes, multiple things. It's done. And that's that. So, and then I'm gonna go on the rest of my day, unpack some more stuff. And I have a side hobby. So my side hobby is I actually sell stuff on the side. I guess the correct terms is retail arbitrage, meaning, you know, you buy and stuff and you sell it for more, whatever. So that's like my side hobby. So it's funny, because people ask me a lot, what is your side hobby? What do you do for fun? And I work for fun. I mean, that sounds so, I don't know. And some of you might be like, oh, you work all the time. You work too much. You don't have balance. And I think I do have a pretty good balance. I mean, I make sure I have time to spend it with family and friends and whatever. But for me, like, watching Netflix or a movie is just not something that I really do. It's not fun for me. I don't know why. I mean, I do occasionally. I'm not like, you know, whatever. And I watch, okay, the one show that I actually do watch is The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Okay, you guys, I know it's like a really dumb show, but it's just very entertaining. But that is literally the only show I watch. I cannot keep my focus on anything else. Like, my husband will be like, you want to watch a movie? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. I sit on the couch and I'm on my phone working, like posting and commenting and liking and researching. I mean, it's just crazy, but it's just what I'm passionate about. And I just, you know, it's what I do, and I will be, it's just what I'm, oh my gosh, my eyelash is about to dry out. So for those of you that have been asking me about my eyelashes, I have found my favorite ones at TJ Maxx, and the brand is called Lashes for Days. I've looked them up online and I cannot find them. So I don't know if I just need to look again, but I always end up finding them at TJ Maxx, so it works out pretty good usually. But my favorite ones they're called the High Drama ones. And they're just so, like, they're pretty dramatic, and they look even more dramatic in the package, but then when you actually get them on, they're not that bad. So I usually I just put the glue on. You guys saw me put the glue on, but then I let them sit for like 30 seconds-ish, because that lets them get tacky. Because if you put them on right away, they will slide, the glue will slide around, and they don't stick. But if you wait 30 seconds, it allows it to get tacky, so it'll actually like stay in place when you put them on instead of like slide around. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I'm going to finish my makeup real quick and then I'll come back on and show you guys the finished look. So I'm not looking so crazy anymore for you guys, but I just wanted to like hang out with you guys this morning and talk a little bit about my journey, building the house, you know, about me a couple years ago. And I'd love to do some more videos for you guys going into detail about some more things about building the house and also just about how I found what I really wanted to do and how I decided and how I got good at social media and different things. And so if you guys have questions, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. And again, if you would like to DM me on Instagram, it's megan.lorson, and you guys can find me on there too. So I'll be back soon to show you the finished look. So I will come back on soon. Okay, so here's my finished makeup look. Now I look somewhat normal. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I used on my face since I was talking through the video in case you guys had any questions about what I was using. So I'll start with my foundation. So I was using the Makeup Forever HD foundation. And this is actually supposed to be really good for pictures and videos. It's supposed to really like cover really nicely and give you like that flawless like TV camera ready look. So, and this is the shade Y225. So I used that for my foundation, and then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Concealer Stick. I love this. It covers so well, and it's also really good for like highlighting and contouring. And then I used the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, which is like one of my favorites. And it looks like this. It's like running low. I've been using that for a while. And also I use the NARS concealer. I use this for my eyebrows, which I did tell you guys at the beginning of the video. And this is the shade Light 2 Vanilla. And I love the NARS, you guys. Like, I think this is by far one of my absolute favorite concealers. And I probably should have gone in order, but I didn't. But this is my moisturizer. I love using the Ultra Repair cream from First Aid Beauty, right? Did I say that right? Yeah, First Aid Beauty. I've been using this for such a long time, you guys, and I always repurchase this. It is such a good, intense hydrate. If you have super dry skin, it gives really intense hydration, and it is just so good, so good. So I actually put this on before I put any of my other makeup on. It kind of is a primer, but just to kind of even out my skin and make sure it's nice and moisturized. And then I used the Clinique mascara. I love, love, love this brush, you guys. Like, it is such a good brush. I just love it. And I just put like a very light layer, which you guys probably saw in the video, just a very light layer of mascara on my top lashes. Since I do wear falsies, I don't need a lot. And then I'll put just a little bit on the bottom. And then I also use this palette right here for blush. It's actually got 6 different colors, and the lid actually broke off, but I'll show this to you guys. And I used this one right here today, but it's got so many pretty different colors. And this one I found at Ulta, and it is actually called Beauty Gems, is what it says on the top. And then I love my Carly Bible palette, which I'm running low on so many colors, but I use like this neutral eyeshadow right here today. And I love using this for like a shimmery highlight on my cheekbones. So I use that. And then last but not least, this is my lipstick. I use the NYX Liquid Suede. And this is my favorite color. It's just a very nude, neutral color. And this is the shade Sandstorm. So that is all the makeup products that I used today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me do more videos like this, let me know in the comments, or if you guys have any other video ideas. But I hope you all have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!